Have you ever wondered why your Spring MVC application doesn't seem to have a main method? It can be confusing, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the mystery of the main method in Spring MVC applications. I totally get it. When you think of a Java application, the main method is usually the first thing that comes to mind. It's like the starting line of a race. But in Spring MVC, things work a bit differently, and you're not alone in feeling puzzled about this. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user asked, "Isn't a main method mandatory for every Java application? I didn't write one in my Spring MVC app. What am I missing?" Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's going on here? In traditional Java applications, the main method serves as the entry point. However, Spring MVC applications are built on a framework that handles this differently, often using a web server to manage the application lifecycle. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a crucial tip on how to better understand Spring MVC and its architecture. To understand the absence of a main method in a Spring MVC application, the user should first recognize that Spring MVC is built on the Spring framework, which manages the application lifecycle for them. In a typical Java application, the main method serves as the entry point. However, in Spring MVC, the framework provides its own entry point through a web application initializer or a configuration class. The user can find the main entry point in a Spring MVC application defined in the web XML file or through Java configuration classes annotated with @configuration. Additionally, if the user is using a servlet container like Tomcat, the server itself will invoke the Spring framework to start the application, eliminating the need for a main method. In summary, while a main method is essential for standard Java applications, Spring MVC abstracts this requirement, allowing developers to focus on building their applications without worrying about the entry point. Fun fact, the Spring framework was created in 2003, and it has since become one of the most popular frameworks for building Java applications. It's like the Swiss Army knife of Java development. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user explains that Spring MVC applications typically run on an application server, like Tomcat. Therefore, there isn't a main method like in traditional Java programs. Instead, Spring MVC uses a servlet that the application server loads to start the web application. Here's that crucial tip I promised. Familiarize yourself with the Spring application context and how it works. Understanding this will make your Spring MVC experience much smoother. And there you have it. Now you know why your Spring MVC application doesn't need a main method. Remember, understanding the framework is key. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button for more insights. And don't miss our next video on advanced Spring features.